There was Apple WWDC 2023, and big news for web developers is the ability to add to dock websites or your web apps. So let me show you.
On Mac. Last, we're giving you a faster way to access your favorite sites with web apps. Let's check them out. With web apps, we're elevating the websites you use most often with some of the same great features as apps. I use Confluence all the time. I'll make it a web app so it doesn't get lost in my other browsing. From the File menu, I can click Add to Dock, and the title and icon load automatically. When I click Add, the icon instantly appears in the dock. Now I can close this window in Safari. When I launch my web app, I get an app-like experience with a simplified toolbar. On Mac, you can create a web app for any website, and developers don't have to do any extra work for their web app to look great. Web apps are integrated right into my experience on Mac, so I can Command Tab to access my Pinterest web app. It also works great with Stage Manager, Mission Control, Spotlight, and other ways you access apps. You can get notifications too, so Instacart can let me know my order's been delivered, and with a click, I'm into my Instacart web app. Web apps make it even easier to get to your favorite websites on Mac. Back to you, Craig.
So this was about the web app experience. I think this is available, it's probably available for Safari only. And you might have heard about PWAs, or progressive web applications, that you can also install. So this is something similar, but much simpler. Basically, without doing anything, you can just add to the dock. This is great for web developers because their websites, web apps, will be easier to launch and reduce the friction of going into the browser and typing a URL. One-click solutions are great. Chrome has a similar thing, like I said, for a while, called PWA Installation, but it requires configuration from developers, has some requirements, and it is not supported by Safari. Here are details for the installation of PWA. Here's an article published last year, and we'll go quickly through it. And this is it. But to prepare your app for PWA installation requires some steps. Here are some steps shown by Google. This was back in 2019, and I'll go quickly through the video so you can have an idea what it requires with PWAs. There's also a video from Fireship that explains PWAs, and a talk from Google in 2019 how to install PWAs. I think the future is the Apple way because it's much simpler and less friction. Let me also show you other news for web developers presented by Apple.
Next, let's talk about Safari and how we're taking it to the next level. To tell you more, here's Beth.
Safari is the best way to browse the web. With macOS Sonoma, Safari is the world's fastest browser. It renders cutting-edge websites with amazing speed. Safari is powered by WebKit, which provides incredible technology that is used by over 1 million apps. We're constantly updating WebKit. In just the past few months, we've added even more features for developers. And we're adding even more, including beautiful advancements to typography. Another cornerstone of the Safari experience is privacy. Safari was built from the ground up to protect your privacy and was the first browser to introduce private browsing. This year, we're taking it a step further. Private browsing now locks your private browsing windows when you're not using them. completely blocks known trackers from loading on pages and removes tracking from URLs as you browse in private browsing. Of course, one of the best ways to protect yourself on the web is with a strong password, or even better, a passkey. We're now adding the ability to securely share passwords and passkeys with the people you're closest with. Everyone in a group can add and edit passwords to keep them up to date. And since sharing is through iCloud Keychain, it's end-to-end encrypted. We have another exciting update to help you stay organized with profiles. Many of us use Safari for a mix of work and personal browsing and would love a way to separate browsing between topics. Profiles help you separate your cookies, history, extensions, tab groups, and favorites. So you can sign into the same site with your work account and personal account and quickly switch between them. And if you're a student, set up a unique collection of extensions and favorites just for school.
I will add all links in the video description. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Have a great day.